This is Morten from Inkish. Chica and I, we are at the variJET open house for Koenig Bauer Durst in Radebeul in Germany. It's just outside, it's a suburban outside Dresden. Always amazing to be here. So, talking to my good friend Maik. Good to see
Morten,
you, Maik.
hello, good to see you.
Good to see you. I was just wondering, because yesterday evening we had a fantastic dinner.
Oh yes, the food was great.
Fantastic.
Yes.
And we spoke about that you were born in the old Eastern Germany.
It's true.
And your love to Russia. Are you a little bit sad that right now the variJET cannot be sold in Russia, or?
Yeah, unfortunately, and honestly, I think that there would be a market also in Russia. I'm pretty sure about it. Yes.
And what about?
But we have so much to do with all the other markets. It's fine.
Yeah, I was just about to ask you about that, because I mean, it's a second open house I'm with and it seems every time I see the variJET, it seems a little bit more complete.
It is complete. So
yeah, I know, but so for me it is like, you know, because with digital equipment and with new technology, you see a little bit of iterations from time to time, right?
Yes.
But now you see something that is basically going to market, right?
It is ready for the market. We did some changes, by the way, with the new ink we have, a completely new ink set, which is really in charge for amazing print quality. Now we are matching colors much, much better. And we did some other changes. Of course, with software, as a digital press, software changes are frequently, more or less. And of course, also some hardware changes to make sure that the most difficult papers are running with that press.
Okay, so that is like, because I think that when people talk about digital presses, I think you also mentioned that in the presentation of press that, okay, now we don't need pre-coated papers like some other presses had to in the past, at least, right? It seems that the paper thing has been like one of the big challenges in all digital presses.
Yes, but we overcome this, because the goal was that with the variJET we are running exactly the same paper we are doing with offset presses. Yeah, because there's a simple reason behind. variJET 106 and Rapida 106 are really complementary technology. You need to use the digital press for what it has been built for, and you need to use the offset press for what it has been built for. And this is what we are now achieving here with our solutions.
But still, you're in a situation where you say, yeah, one thing is that you have like the variJET and you have Rapida, but the complementary position is basically that you can take a sheet from one machine and put it to another and then have a similar output, right?
This is one thing, but the most important thing of complementary is cost, production cost.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you have something here where basically if you compare to short runs, it will be similar to having a short run on a Rapida?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, and we have proven this. Quite often we have customer here coming with an offset print and asking us,
always challenging you, right?
Always challenging and telling us, hey, you have to print it exactly like that.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm thinking, what would be if it would be opposite? We are printing something digital and then the offset people have to do the same job. Honestly, I think
they will have difficulties. Because this configuration is a 7-color. So yes. I spoke to one of your colleagues about that also on the Rapida side, more and more in the packaging space are doing, let's say, a little bit of researching on the ECG, right? And basically making the 7 colors so you don't have the Pantone, which you cannot do here, but on the offset press you would have to, basically, right?
Yeah. We had people here from the folding carton organization here in Germany, and they did exactly the same. So coming with a 7-color job for offset, coming also for digital, and we achieved really, really great result. Maybe I'm not allowed to say the digital was much better.
It's okay.
Or maybe a little bit better or whatever. So it was really, really similar. And we have proven that the digital press can deliver exactly what an offset press can deliver.
You have, for 35 years, a lot of experience from various vendors, but always in the digital space.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. So I was just wondering, I mean, is that what you see like kind of like a pinnacle where you see that it grows and grows, and now we have like something that is state of the art for the segment that it is operating in? Or
it's depending on the market. So I started really, indeed, 35 years ago with digital printing, and nobody really is believing that digital printing is as old.
No, we don't believe that you're that old.
Yes, I'm sure.
That is how it is.
You're right. But look, we have really major technology in the label segment, for example. It's mature since many years. Yeah, we have really good presses in commercial printing segment, and now we are really conquering the folding carton segment. And this is where we are, and we have a press who's ready to go for that market. Yeah.
Just a question, and it's just of my ignorance, because one thing is it's made for folding carton.
Yes.
Daniel just said to us that you even have customers that have used it for calendars, which is not the intent of it. How low grammage can it go down to?
So we go down to 0.2 millimeter.
So that is almost possible to do in-molds on it as well? Or is that just...
I clearly have to say, please come and test.
Okay.
That's the most important thing.
Yeah.
We did calendar application, we did in mold, we did many crazy things, but sometimes we have to say it's out of spec. Even it's working really good. Yeah, but calendar was a nice case. We saw it, so 13 pages, January, February, and so it was going. So a really nice case for such companies.
Yeah. The reason I was asking, Mike, was mainly because, I mean, I don't know the price of it, but Daniel said, of course, it's a considerable investment. And again, it's like the more applications you can run on it, also in the packaging space.
Which is true.
Yeah, then of course it will be more valuable to invest in. Right?
Absolutely. And I'm sure more application coming up because our potential customer are coming with really crazy ideas, and we love that.
Last question. Yesterday evening we also spoke about that you travel a lot. So what is the reception of the machine when you go to market? Is it positive? Is it reluctant or evading? Or what is the status when you talk to customers?
It's everything.
Everything.
It's everything. So some people have quite good knowledge in digital printing. So we have completely different discussions with companies are really far away from any digital experience. But meanwhile, we installed the press with a company who has years of digital experience. And at this moment, we're installing a press at a nice company who has completely zero experience.
Okay.
So it's really not that direction. It's everything.
So basically, the trends that you saw that the short runs are becoming essential for many converters.
Yeah.
Is where this sweet spot is basically.
And it is really to say, what does short run means?
Yeah.
For variJET, it means up to 5,000, maybe even 6,000 sheets per job. So this is how we are defining short run. It's not 200, it's not 500, it's not 1,000, it's 5,000, it's 6,000.
And people have to remember we're talking B1, of course.
Exactly,
Yeah.
we are talking B1 sheet size. So and I'm pretty sure this is the most important sheet size in the folding carton production. And by the way, established workflows are existing, not only in the pre-press, also in the finishing.
Precisely.
And the process is key.
Yeah.
The press is something in between.
Yeah,
The
and
process.
you spoke about that as well during your presentation,
Yes.
because it's important that people have a different mindset when they look at this, because otherwise they're just looking at a slow offset press, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's not a slow press, it's a productive press.
Precisely,
And it fits.
different market.
Exactly, and it fits to certain processes, and it gives you cost advantage. I always have to say, cost. Yeah, you have a cost advantage, you can optimize your production floor, and this is what makes the press so interesting.
Fantastic. Thank you, sir. Good to see you, as always.
You're welcome, as always. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.